ripoffs, copies, knockoffs, cheap imitations. What do all of those words have in common? Exactly, the definition. Knockoffs of video games have always existed. Heck, even after Pong was released, it was like cocaine in the 1970s. Everybody was doing it. Now, Warioware ripoffs? That's a tricky one. The game is basically a set of tiny mini-games called microgames, each with 3 difficulty levels, followed up by a boss game, also with 3 levels. Now, all those mini-games in that one boss game are put into one level with a tiny story, and then there's more levels, and maybe some extra endless mini-games thrown in there too. It's such a unique gameplay style. Knockoffs of an actual Warioware game don't really exist because there aren't many games that have that exact criteria. Most quote-unquote knockoffs just copy the gameplay style. But there are many games that get pretty close to the main game. Some games just take the gameplay style, some go a little further, but I know 3 games that take the WarioWare game and pretty much tape another name on the box art. And for some reason, all those games are SpongeBob games. The first game is called Buster Jam, and it's a recent one on Steam set to release in 2026, but we have a demo, so I'll play that. The story is that this wrecking crew just wants to get in their PJs, order a pizza, and rent Dinosaurus 2 Return of the Apes, but this wizard and his team are trying to take over the city, and then they put a purple thing in the city, so now the team is going to see a scientist for it. Once you start the game, you find out that you can move around in a map. There are obstacles to jump over and some puzzles too, which is pretty cool. Then you get to the WarioWare-like part of the game where you get to the statue, and the gameplay is pretty much just WarioWare. The only differences that I could tell is that there are 3 lives instead of 4, they say ready, go before you start playing, and instead of a boss game, it's just a regular game with the bumper last one before it. And then you get to the subway, meet this group called the Black Knives, and have to fight them, and this time you get a boss game. You go on this lizard and then have to tornado bombs at him 3 times. And that's where the demo ends. What separates this game from WarioWare? Well, for one, the humor is way more different. It's more like modern internet humor than just like family-friendly jokes. Also, there's the top-down world map section of the game and an actual story with it, rather than multiple mini-stories. But there's also supposed to be a casino that's just not in the demo. It apparently has new game modes and longer versions of mini-games, and those are in WarioWare. Also, there's going to be a versus mode, and that's pretty dang cool. I have really high hopes for this game, and that's why it's on my wish list.
Holy crap, is that Grumpy Cat?
Remember Grumpy Cat? It's just a cat that looks grumpy, so people put funny captions on it. Boom, now you get a book franchise, a movie, and this game. It's more high score based, and to get microgames, you need to unlock them. How do you unlock microgames? By getting coins. How do you get coins? By playing and beating microgames. Once you get a new microgame, you get another cat in your world, and you can shake the cats for more coins. There's multiple worlds, and all of them have different themes. Pretty unique. Anyway, the gameplay is kinda horrible. The game gets faster and harder as you go on, and that doesn't work for most of the minigames. Sometimes you'll get 5 seconds to win something, but you'd have to have the best reflexes ever to win it. I would be mad, and I am, but I was warned about this. It's right in the game's title. It really is Grumpy Cat's worst game ever. This game is as good as a fish. I guess you could say it's. Fish-like is another newer game, but it's way simpler. The demo is pretty small and only has 2 levels and a remix stage. Apparently the whole thing is high-speed microgames involving fish, fishing, and fish-like activities. But then in the second level, everything is not fish. If I want fish, give me fish. Also, I don't really like the soundtrack. I'm not sure if this is like a demo exclusive thing, but all the music is limited to like 2 instruments, and that includes drums, and it just kind of gives this game an unfinished feel.
Oh no.
I really want to like the game, but it just feels kinda mid to me. I don't own this one. But I can still talk about it, jeez. This game was made for the failed console accessory called the U-Draw game tablet made by THQ for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the Wii. And it failed so much that it literally was one of the reasons that the company went defunct. Anyway, SpongeBob SquigglePants is a SpongeBob-themed WarioWare game where each stage is based on a different art style and the gameplay uses touch controls and motion controls. And the story of the game is that Patchy the Pirate, he probably has a jar with a SpongeBob figurine in it.
Ooh, that's a beautiful bubble, SpongeBob, but I can blow an even bigger one.
Anyway, Patchy the Pirate made a SpongeBob art gallery, and now you have to look at it. Anyway, yeah, it's a fine game. I like it. There's also some extra endless mini games and a drawing program thrown in there too, because why not? Even the mini games are called nano games. That's totally a ripoff of the word micro games. Oh, and guess what? Because of a bug in the game, you can't 100% a save file since some stuff just doesn't unlock for some reason. This game is great, but just sometimes I just hate it. Then the team behind SpongeBob SquagglePants realized that the U-Draw was doomed to fail, so they ported it to 3DS because SpongeBob SquagglePants might be the best game on the dang U-Draw. And there's even some extra content. The extra content is really just an extra level that uses a circle pad, and that's pretty much it. And I guess they fixed the bug where you couldn't get 100% on a save file, and that also lets you achieve the special 100% video. And they also filmed different tutorials for playing, since the game is on a 3DS and not a U-Draw tablet, but that's a pretty deep cut. I really like SpongeBob SquagglePants. The music is great, it really has a lot of personality into it, and it's fun to play.
Fuck this episode!
This is the third SpongeBob Warioware knockoff, and it's kind of like SpongeBob SquagglePants combined with that Grumpy Cat game. It uses motion and touch controls, and the story behind this is that Mr. Krabs put a Zoltar machine, oh wait, I mean the Great Wombozi. The heck is a Wombozi? That sounds like a 1940s car brand. Anyway, he puts one in the Krusty Krab, and it's like broken or something, so SpongeBob and Patrick can't touch it, but they do. And they get sucked into a portal or something, and then Warioware. That doesn't make sense, so if you're playing SpongeBob's Game Frenzy for the lore, screw you! All the minigames come as cards and give you 4 years to look at what game is coming and its control style, and then you have to beat the game. There's also these weird aftermath videos that play if you win or lose. This game is definitely for kids in the 1 digits. Something weird about this game for me is that all the animations are so robotic and linear, like each body part is its own object. The game just has this weird vibe, I feel. Anyway, the way that this game relates to that one Grumpy Cat game is that you have to unlock each minigame by getting a good score. Also, if you are playing SpongeBob's Game Frenzy for the lore, don't screw you because there's this loose story where you have to collect each card because guess what? Wombozi is evil. Wow. There's also a playlist feature which lets you play 6 to 12 games in any order.
You can add 6 to 12 games. Do not try to add 13. I'll know!
This game is probably okay. Too bad you can't play it. This is a list that has games I didn't cover. Why didn't I cover them? It's either because you probably already know them or that I didn't care about them. Bimsy Dreams is a short little game, but it sure is great. The first stage only uses the Z key, the second one uses only the directional buttons, and the third uses both. Then you have a remix stage and a hyper remix stage, which is just a remix stage but faster. The game is really good. I also like the soundtrack here. Tobieware is a Wario fan game, but then this guy named Toby is plastered all over it. I don't know who he is, and neither do you, but the game has a lot of references, so that's pretty cool. And also there's an entire FNAF fan game as a boss stage too. Mindwave is a lot like Warioware. It has a pretty cool art style, but I don't know anything about it. The demo is on Steam if you really want to try it out. Dumb Ways to Die is also a lot like Warioware, and it's a mobile game, and kind of like SpongeBob's Game Frenzy since it has epilogues after each minigame. Toilet Time is, what the hell is this? Touch minigame is also a mobile game. It has a lot of minigames, but they aren't coded as well and have a lot of stocked images. There are also some extra endless minigames. Peterware the game is the best thing ever. RBLXware and MGDware are both Wario fan games put on Roblox. The main difference is that RBLXware relies more on the Roblox control scheme, and MGDware is more of a traditional WarioWare game that only uses the mouse. But the thing with both games is that they both have no dang players! There are also a ton of WarioWare fan games on Scratch, and by a ton, I mean a ton! The list includes, but is definitely not limited to, WarioWare Recoded, WarioWare Recoded 2, WarioWare 2022, WarioWare 2023, WarioWare Mixed aka WarioWare 2024, WarioWare Zebra Masters version, SpongeBob's House Party, Scratchy's Microgame Madness, WarioWare Computed, WarioWare Computer Game, Tobieware again, Adamware, Dylanware, WarioWare Gold Scratch, WarioWare Gold Scratch 2, WarioWare Smooth Move Scratch Edition, WarioWare Scratched, WarioWare Scratch Demo which is made by somebody else, WarioWare Scratch, WarioWare Scratch, WarioWare Scratch, WarioWare Scratch, WarioWare Scratch Deluxe, WarioWare Scratch, Mega Micro Projects, WarioWare Recoded 2 Meme Edition. Oh, for goodness sake. Heck, even I made a few WarioWare ripoffs, Stickman's Minigames, Dots Games, and very recently WarioWare Captured. So what are you gonna do with all this information? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Except when you do it to Nintendo, I guess, because there was supposed to be a game for the PSP called Battle Hell 2000, but then it got sued out of orbit because there were people in it that looked too similar to Mario and Luigi. So I guess we all should die.